So welcome everyone to another content about the skill cards. I made a workshop on the Excel and I hope you will like it. You will find it very instructive and very useful uh, in the game. And before I start to explain the skill cards, I would like to give you information about the elemental superiority and inferiority. This elements has superiority clockwise and reverse clockwise has inferiority. So the water is weak against wind, wind is weak against earth, earth is weak against fire, fire is weak against water. And then when we check it clockwise, the water is strong against fire, fire strong against earth, earth is strong against wind, wind is strong against water. And the damage difference, as you've seen, is the 2 times, and reverse clockwise 0.7 times. So there are skill cards that need attack for activations, and I made a screenshot and I put it here. And there is also the skill cards need cooldown for activation. So I put below 2 skill cards screenshot, flame slash. As you seen, I give a red mark around the required strikes 13. So flame slash is a attack required skill. So once you hit the enemy 13 times, this skill will be automatically activated. Of course, the auto section is open. And then the blizzard, as you seen with the red mark, it says cooldown 10 seconds. So these are the basics that every player has to know. And beside those skills, there are the buff skills, buff passive skills that increase your attack speed and increase your attack damage. Also, these skills has the different activation conditions. So as you seen, these 2 skills has attack for the activation. And as you seen here, the speed sword has 5 strikes for the activation. So once you hit the enemy 5 times, you will gain 13.65 attack speed percentage. And after hitting the 20 times the enemy, after activating this 20 times, it's going to be maxed. So you will get around 272, I guess. Yeah, 273 attack percentage. And in other hand, I put the burning sword. So the burning sword has 5 seconds activations. Every 5 seconds you will gain 31 points attack percentage. Okay guys? So beside those skills, there are active buff skills with cooldown, and I would like to give some information about those skills. So the first one gives you attack, and the second one gives you attack speed. Meditation is decrease the cooldown of the active skills. Uh, I mean the skills with cooldown and also the skills that required attack. And you know these 2 skills, Wind Sword and the Earth's Wheel. This 2 skill has no any condition for the activation. They are once you put these skills into your deck, this you will have the effect automatically. So the meditation skill, this is the meditation skills, is very essential skills. Work both cooldown skill cards and attack required skill cards. So the meditation activates this passive skill also this cooldown skill as well. After that, I would like to mention the special mechanism skills. So, I don't know what's the problem. So, the Wrath of God and Strong Current has special mechanism. These two skills will be activated once you enter into the battle. The meditation skills effect works on the Wrath of God when the skill activated. So when you enter to the battle, the Wrath of Gods will be activated after 20 seconds. And then once you activated the meditations, you will see the difference. And the strong currents is going to be activated after the 2 seconds, and the meditation is directly affects the strong current. And there are also buff skills that decrease your HP once activated. The warrior burn and the lighting body. These two skills, guys, are the end game skills. I suggest you not to open them at the early game or mid game. You should keep your resources like mythic weapons and mythic grade weapons for the end game. I opened the warrior burn once I reach the Giga Rock, and the lighting body I think when I was the ancient cannon. So after the ancient cannon, the end game is starts. I think until that time you will have the resources to open these two skills. So I think if you focus them even by farming, online farming, you can open those skills. So here's the skill card information for the strong current. And as I said, strong current will be activated after 2 seconds and meditation affect the skills immediately. And the lighting body and warrior one, once you activated these skills, your HP will be decreased 50%. If you have these two skill at the same time in your deck, first activation will decrease your HP to the 50, and then second activation will decrease your HP to the 25. Of course, at the end game, if you have these two skills in your deck, you will have a rage as well, and I will give also the information activation of rage skill. So to obtain maximum attack power from the rage skill, common grade, fourth, and the class 1 grade items must be equipped before entering the combat. The rage is very essential once you start to the early mid game Ether, Black Mithril, Demon Metal, and we will use these skills during the end game. And here is the quick example for the early game, mid game build. And also I would like to show you guys the my build stage push build on my mid game account. I have to. So as we mentioned, I equipped the common grade 4 accessory and 1 grade class. I am equipping them and then starting the battle and directly clicking on the meditation, and then I wait until the walk reach 20 seconds. When it's reached, I'm activating the rave, so it's around 90 point, yeah. Let's see if we can give any, yeah. This is how it looks like. Normally I use the even skill. Maybe I can show you the difference if I use here the even skill. I give the more damage against the enemy, so we can beat him. I don't like to use the even skills that much because it's give you extra stage push. You can climb stages easily. So I wait until 25. Okay. I think it didn't change much thing. Alright, okay. So I think the Predator is gives us a little bit uh, extra damage. Once the enemy HP decrease below 60%, then the enemy gets 89% extra damage. So this was the quick example how to use the rage. Okay, I will go back to the farming build. And you also seen the activation of the rave skill. This rave and mantra, they are not on your skill deck. You can see them here. You are on the skill deck. You can see the rave and mantra. For the rave activation, you need MVTic weapon, and you can awaken this skill 5 times. The same goes for the mantra. For mantra activation, you need first Orb of Hope, of course, and then Mythic 1 accessory. And also you can activate this also 5 times. So once you activate it, you will get 30% attack and HP. And Rave is a unique charge and release skill card. To maximize its damage, first activate Rave together with Walk, Strong Current, Rage, and Noah passive ability. During 5 seconds, all the damage dealt to the target is stored. When Rave expires, the accumulated damage is released and dealt to the enemy again. As you see in the Noah passive skill, it has to be like 5 level. You have to max this when you are mid game, when you're in the mid game. Also, there are players who's struggling with the stage climbing, so I made some examples. So this they can use this skill decks 5 slot, 6 slot, 7 slot, 8 slot, and uh, I think in my this account I will show you guys. Now I have 9 slot, but actually it's open. Maybe we can try. I think I will die quickly. Let's see what's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, this was the example. I think I'm not strong enough to beat this boss, but this is the example for 9 slot, and I give it here, but I don't have the strong current in that build. I show you. Look, I don't have the strong current. Instead of the strong current, we are using I use the curve blade. So also there's the skill deck for 10 slot. Once you open the 10 slot, you can use this deck, but once you activate it, the rave, you can use this build for the stage climbing. And I show already the video my mid game stage climbing skill deck, and this is also my end game skill deck. I have videos about the stage boss. Every 10th stage boss I do videos, and you can watch one of them in the channel. In the shorts you can see it. And there are if you have already 10 slot, guys, you can use these skills for online farming. And also you can put the burning sword and curved blade along the other skills. If you are already have the 10 slots, you can use these skills against Shelter of Sleeping Flame, Forest of Circulations, Dimensional Rift, and Training Cave. Of course, I will show also these builds from my account So let's come to the dungeon page. So this is the my skills for Shelter of Sleeping Flame, and then Dimensional Rift. You see, especially the Curving Blade and Burning Swords. Since these battles are longer, you can use the skills in this build. This is the Forest of Circulation build. I didn't want to put this screenshot one by one because I think I already spent like 2 hours to organize this Excel uh, workshop. And what else I can show? And training cave. As you seen in every dungeon, I use the burning sword and the curved blade. I also mentioned here, since this dungeons has long fighting duration, the use of the curved blade and burning sword is very essential in every progress. And I think in this account I don't have the blizzard yet, and that's why I'm using this build for the online farming. Okay, this account, okay, I have to close it because it's stuck. It's happening sometimes because my computer is going to die, I think, because of the online farming. And this is my end game online farming and closed mine deck. I use this build on my one Raven account, and uh, there was a mistake when I start to the game. I combined my skill card, but that was a big mistake. So I don't want you to same mistake as I did. So uh, please do not combine your skills. I want to show you the page, and here is the three line. It says combine, and you can combine your cards, but we are not using here at all. Okay, you should avoid these sections. So if you have any questions, please comment below. I will put this link also into the YouTube comments. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you a beautiful day, guys, and I hope you liked the video.